It's
There we
it's
go.
your it's your planning and attention to detail that impresses me the most.
Every time, every time I do like a poster for one of my nights, everyone's got the wrong name. So,
Sorry, I can't talk. I did my preview for my show and then lost my fifteen
are you
hundred
still,
pound camera.
you
So
still not found that?
no.
Oh, fucking hell, Graham.
Well, I've either left it on the bus or I've left it in the venue, and um, no one's no one's got back to me. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
good
Well,
times.
good times.
So
Right. I'll do it.
so that entire
I,
show was completely worthless, as it turns
yeah.
out.
Well, I mean, there
Mm.
was a few. Yeah. I mean, you know what works, don't you? You know, you did a few bits that.
Well, that's true. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be good. It'd have been good to watch it back.
Yeah.
But oh well, too late now.
Oh, well, never mind.
Not only was it worthless, it was minus £300 worth. All right, I'm gonna do an introduction, which again I hate because no one's gonna watch this, and so this feels like just doing something ridiculous. Um, hello everyone, welcome to Would You Rather. This is a podcast where we talk about what you would rather do on a website called WouldyouRather.oi. My guest today is a man called Graham Whistler. Say hello, Graham.
Hello, Graham.
Oh, God, Lee did that as well.
That's because he's a hack.
They're all hacks. You're all hacks.
Well,
Let's be honest, the only people on here are hacks. um, and Graham is doing a what's it called? A tour. Going to be doing a tour soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And well, judging by my preview, I'm going to have no worldly possession by the time the tour's done because
Imagine, imagine you just lost something every time you did a show.
every...
Fucking hell.
there we go. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Cool. So, just to give you a rundown. This we do a Would You Rather. I'm going to click on the Would You Rather, but I just want you to know, right? This came up. I clicked on the Would You Rather. I haven't searched for this. This was the first thing that came up. Okay, so I don't want you to.
Right. Okay.
Okay, okay. So the first Would You Rather is: Would you rather suffer from a disease without a cure, or suffer a wound that will never heal?
I mean, this is dark. Is this supposed to be a comedy? This podcast, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, do you know there was another one? Do you know what? The other day I did it with Lee, and there was it goes, you can choose very dark or you can choose funny, and it was like you can choose, and then we were like, okay, let's go very dark, and we chose very dark, and then it was something just so tame. It was like, would you rather spend $1 million in Vegas or $1 million uh on clothes? That's
Right.
somebody's suggestion of
Okay.
dark.
Well, that okay. Yeah, they have no concept of dark. Then that's weird. I guess I would rather suffer from a wound that would never heal.
Well, I was just going to say you've already kind of got a disease that doesn't have a cure.
Yeah, I mean, let's right. Can we not refer to cerebral palsy as a disease though? Just it's, or do you mean alcoholism? Because that's probably
Oh, right. No, I
yeah.
did. Well, I mean, I know.
Now that was dark. There we go. Little lesson for the six people that are watching.
Uh, yep, they know two things about you now. They know that you have cerebral palsy, and that you're an alcoholic.
Well, the first step's always the hardest, and in my case, the steps are even harder. So
Yeah,
12 steps is more like 24 for me. So,
yeah, yeah. In your case, it's been like that since you learnt to walk.
yeah, wound that would never heal, I guess, because at least I could potentially cover it up with something, right? So
Yeah, but what
yeah.
kind of wound are we talking about?
I don't know. It's your game.
Well, and yeah, but you get to play it. You get to, you're not like, I don't make all the rules.
I mean, well, the thing it's not the option isn't specific enough, so it doesn't. So I've just gone with that.
Okay, but what if
If it's
like,
like a wound that would never heal on your face, then
yeah.
that's yeah.
What about if it's um, like a paper cut between your fingers? That'd be really annoying, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
uh, tell you what, there's nothing worse, is there, than paper cutting between your fingers.
Well, what's the, yeah, but it depends what the disease, what diseases these days don't have a cure? I guess the plague.
um, yeah, I don't know. Rabies, like
Yeah, rabies. Yeah.
rabies. Um,
What's that thing they get? Not AIDS, but it's quite prevalent in Africa because they have like dirty water and stuff.
I
Ebola?
mean,
Ebola, that's
Ebola,
it. Yeah.
I mean, there's lots, isn't there?
There is.
Legionnaires and cholera and
Yeah, that's true. I was
all these
thinking
other.
Ebola though. Ebola, like,
Yeah,
there's no cure. Well, the cure rate is like, I think 5%. So
you know
it
a lot more
turns,
about it than I do, mate. To be honest,
well, it turns your insides to like liquid or something like that, which is crazy.
I used to think Ebola was some sort of eBay ripoff. So I
Sell your things on Ebola. I think
it sounds like that actually sounds like one of those like dodgy like gambling like bingo websites.
it does, doesn't it? Or payday loans. Have a payday loan by Ebola.
That's actually good, isn't it? That
Yeah.
works.
What was I gonna say? So basically, it's have a cut that never heals between your fingers, a paper
Yeah,
cut that never heals,
I
or
think, yeah, no, I think I would probably still go with that.
yeah, I think I'd probably
Um,
go with that as well. It usually, I don't know if this one does it because this is a different website, but usually it gives you the percentage of people that agree with you. So we'll see
okay,
if that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, 70%.
70-30. Wow.
It's still surprising that 30% of people would go for a disease that can't be
Yeah,
healed.
because that one seems pretty clear cut, right?
Yeah.
Unless again, like the disease, what if it's just like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something now. It's just like,
Like herpes. This
yeah,
is
I
like,
mean,
because it goes away and comes back, I hear.
yeah, it could be. Okay, I wouldn't know. Um, right, let's have it.
These are, do you know what, this is quite a different pace from the last one because the last one was like all, other than the a million pounds in Vegas thing, the last one was like really horrible, but this isn't too bad. Um, would you rather always fall in love too easily or always have a very hard time falling in love?
I feel like I'm both of these
What? How could you be both?
because I always fall in love too easy, but then it's unrequited, so it doesn't really count. The hard part is getting them to love me back. That's really depressing, isn't it? I meant that to sound funny. That just sounds really sad.
So this is basically just like your relationship. You love them, but they find it hard to love you.
Or a lot of my friends point out that um, when someone does show interest in me, I'm completely oblivious to it. So
Ah, yeah, one of
yeah,
those. I
yeah.
think that's a man thing, though.
Just I'm so clueless, mate. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
And
they could literally be sat on your face, and you'd be like, "So, do you
they
like? Are you into this?"
they sometimes they literally have to. Otherwise, I'm like, yeah, but I'm still not sure. Yeah, it's so hard to read the signs.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I don't even know if she likes me, mate. You've been married 3 years. What are you talking about?
This is either really sexual or she's trying to suffocate me. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
I think I would go always fall in love too easily because at least like being in love is kind of a nice feeling, isn't it? So
Yeah, I
I would
agree.
I'd much rather fall in love than oh, it sounds so corny, doesn't it? It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, as they say.
Yeah,
So
I think as I've gotten older, I'd actually agree with that. To be fair, as well, like
yeah,
I quite like the pain of falling out of love as well. or should I say, yeah, it just
Yeah, it
feels.
gives me a good excuse to binge drink. So
Yeah, yeah, it
um,
gives you an excuse to do anything. To be honest with you,
a broken heart's a good motivation for terrible behavior. So,
just down there, just punching children, just like, oh, come on, his girlfriend broke up with him.
well, yeah.
Don't
Well, what are you doing in the pub anyway? Get out.
he?
No, but to be fair, I think it's much better to be too trusting and fall in love too easy than it would be to be too guarded. Like
I feel like you'd be easy to just push into sex trafficking if that was the case.
me,
You know what I mean? Yeah, just fall in love with someone and then they're like, "Oh, can you just do this?" And then now you're being sex trafficked.
right? I thought you meant that I was like the one like being pushed into it from like I was the trafficker. I
Oh,
was
you were
like,
the pit.
what?
You were like the pit.
Like,
No, no.
no, no, trust me, it's a great idea. It's a really solid business. Like, what are you? I was like, what kind of person do you think I am? That's what I thought you meant by that.
No, no, you're the one that gets kidnapped and then forced to.
Like you're pitching it to me, and I go, do you know what? It is a good idea. Like,
No, you're the one that gets kidnapped and then fed meth and then have to fuck
sure,
guys. Yeah.
okay. Um, this has gone on a weird tangent, isn't it? How much of this is going to get used?
All of it.
Right.
I'm not going to edit this.
Don't edit it out. Yeah, no, fair. I prefer that. That's good. Yeah, always fall in love too easily. That's going to be my answer.
Yeah,
Let's get.
I think I agree with you. Uh, oh, most people would find it difficult to
Wow.
fall in love.
Okay.
These people are just scared of pain, I think. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're like us and you live a life of pain, you know, pain's the only pain's the only sustenance we know when you live a life of pain. That's the thing. They merely adopted the pain. We were born of it.
Don't lump me in with you, mate. We're not the same.
We're not the same. Okay, fine, fine. I'll be on my own. It's painful, but I'll do it. Um, right. Only be able to play one game from each game studio. I don't know what that means. Or only be able to play the games made by one game. I don't even know what this is.
So essentially, what I'm saying is like you've got like Ubisoft and like EA stuff like that.
Yeah,
So like people that make video games,
yeah.
you can only play like one game series from that particular studio, or you can only play each game from one. So every game distributor, you can only play one game from each of those things. Um,
Okay.
and so like if you've ever played a lot of EA games like Battlefield and stuff like that,
Yeah,
I've always found that a lot of the structure is very similar, like especially on like campaigns. So they did that Star Wars Jedi Order one as well. And the campaigns like that, they always start with like a stealth mission where you've got to sneak around and try and escape from somewhere, right? And
okay.
in Battlefield 5, there's a campaign where you're like behind enemy lines and you have to try and sneak out without getting caught.
Right.
And in the first campaign of the Jedi Order, you're on some first order ship or whatever it is, and you have to try and escape and not get caught by one of the droids. And it's like this is basically the same level, just on a different setting, just on a different like
It's a good
one
shout. I hadn't thought about that. That's a good
one is like
observation.
one is a World War II battlefield, and the other one is Star Wars. And it's the same mission. So I think I would get really bored of playing different games from the same studio. So
Yeah.
I'd probably pick only play one game from each studio because at least then there's a variation of themes.
Yeah, that does sound way better, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually
Like
come up with a logical answer for that. That
yeah,
surprised me.
and it was actually a very good observation as well that you made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, look at you. Look at
There you
you. I think I'm
go.
gonna have to
See,
go with
I'm
you
not
because
completely brain damaged.
but enough. Enough.
Enough, yeah, enough for it to be a significant problem most of the time.
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest you go out and get any more brain damaged, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. Fucking hell. Are you generally forgetful as well then? Is that like or is that just because you were drunk when you left your bag?
um, well, no, this is the worst thing. I think like because because I did go out for a few drinks after the show.
Yeah,
So now I'm like in my head, I'm like, well, it's it's almost worse because if I left it on the bus, I wasn't drunk at that point. I had like one beer before the show, one beer afterwards,
yeah,
and I was like sort of thinking to myself, that's worse than being a drunk idiot and leaving it behind because now um I'm just an absent-minded idiot that's left his bag on a bus. Like I can't use being drunk as the excuse. I've just been a
yeah,
bell end.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because you can
Which in my
use.
head is yeah,
Sorry,
in
you
my
go.
head is worse. Yeah. So I could be
Yeah,
like if I was drunk and I did it, I'm like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. Why did you get so drunk? And why did you have all your camera equipment out with you? Why didn't you just go home like a sensible person? But if I
yeah.
was sober when I did it, when I left it on the bus, I'd be like, what kind of idiot leaves their camera equipment on the bus? Like sober. Like
Completely
if I
sober.
yeah, so
You idiot.
yeah.
Uh, all
Yeah, I
right,
mean, don't get me
okay.
wrong. Either way, it's still bad, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Well, yeah, but if you were shit faced, it would be, it'd be like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, that's
everyone
not.
does something stupid when they're shit faced. So yeah,
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Okay, right. So only be. I think I agree with you because,
yeah. Only
um,
play one game from each game studio. Yeah, that would
yeah,
be my.
yeah, because you got who? What would you play from Ubisoft then? Like, what's because obviously they do
Um,
Assassin's Creed, don't they? But they do other stuff.
yeah, Assassin's Creed and like Call of Duty was one of the. I don't think they do it anymore, but some of the old because they alternate, didn't they? They used to alternate like Modern Warfare was Ubisoft, I think, and then Modern Warfare 2 was something else, or I can't remember. But
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it just means that there's more variation. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. Uh, yeah, most people agree with us. 70% of people agree with what we've just. Okay, would you rather be a vampire or be a werewolf?
uh, ugh.
I'd rather be a werewolf. I think being a vampire is way sexier. Like it's sold to us as a sexier thing, isn't it?
It is yeah, it's fetishized, isn't it, a bit, which is weird.
Yeah,
Um, I guess like being a werewolf, it only really happen like once a month
on a
when
full
there's
moon, yeah.
a full. It's a really terrible analogy for women being on their period, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, yeah, but when women are on their period, it's like for a week of the month. It's not like one day, but the
sure,
moon's at
yeah.
its brightest.
God, have I just come up with a new sexist term for women being on their period? Oh, full moons
Yeah.
out again. Like
Yeah.
that's
Oh. Oh, the werewolves come in, if you know what I mean.
oh, that's so bad. I'm just gonna because you're not gonna edit it, so I'm just gonna apologize now. Don't come for me. No,
Um,
I think I'd rather be a werewolf, to be fair.
I
Um,
I think so too.
and the next day you're not gonna remember anything, so it's basically just like being in a blackout, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
Um,
it's like if every month you like the full moon came out and then you turned into a werewolf and you don't remember what happened. So and then you get home, you're like, I don't know what happened to my bag. I might have left it on the bus, you know?
it's yeah, that's it. I'm not a binge drinker. I'm a werewolf. That's
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I must have imagine that every time you black out. Oh, I must have turned into a werewolf last night.
ah,
Ah, fucking
uh,
hell.
I'd rather people call me a werewolf than a cunt. So that's
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I don't get that option.
neither do I. Um, yeah, werewolf. Lock it in.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
werewolf.
good for that.
I feel like we're going to lose this though. I feel like more people, because
Yeah,
like you said, vampires are fetishized, don't they? So we'll
and
see.
immortal, I guess, in some ways.
Yeah,
Because they
I
can
get.
still
Yeah,
get
but
to
do you want to live forever? I don't.
no,
I
no.
don't. No. So, oh, well, it's pretty
Oh, it's a
close
lot
to be fair.
closer. That was
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Would you
um
rather live in a school or live in a kid's park?
um. Oh, that reminds me. Do you know what that reminds me of? Did you ever watch Recess as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a that was reminded me of that episode where they like turned it was kind of a bit Lord of the Flies kind of take. They turned the playground, the school playground, into like a city, didn't they? And like I think it was Gus that goes like mad with power, and he's like the king of the playground,
Yeah.
and like he's taken over the jungle gym, and he's made himself like the king. Um, so yeah, so I'm just gonna put live in a kids park because of that. That's there you go. That's my
Possibly the worst anecdote anyone's ever told.
yeah.
Um, just went. No, no. I tell you the truth. Lee told a worse one. Um,
Oh,
and I just went. I just went. You know what, Lee? I think I speak for all the audience at home when I say, "Ugh, ugh." So, no. I don't know. I feel like.
I mean, living in a school is probably like the better option because it's actual shelter. But I don't think that's very funny. So I've gone with live in a kids park.
Yeah, I also feel like you could hide easier in a school. Do you know? Because there's a few places. Do you ever remember being in school and then going somewhere and then being like, shit, I didn't even know this was part of the school. This is like I've never been here.
Yeah,
Like like the sixth form toilets that you weren't allowed to go into, but they never used them. It was like, what? Why do they get these?
yeah. There's always be that weird little hangout place where people just used to bunk off lessons.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
for some reason, none of the teachers knew about it. Um, but I also feel like if you were a kid, like and you just like you were climbing up into the jungle gym and then you just saw like a homeless
and
man
there's
there
just a man living
shaving.
there. Yeah,
Just just a man shaving and
it's
he was
not it's
just
not great, is it? It's not
looking
great.
into a shard of glass.
But
Just
then your logic to go like, oh yeah, but hiding in a school would be easier is not great either. That's not that could be misinterpreted quite badly.
well, it should be because they I mean they shouldn't make it so easy to hide in schools, should they? Let's be
Yeah,
honest. Um okay, well that's I live in a what did you say? Live in a kids' play park.
yeah, live in a kids park. Yeah, it's going to be like 5%, isn't it?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
so many more people would live in a school.
yeah. No, yeah.
To be fair, it would be warmer, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, it's the completely logical answer. I just decided to go against the grain. That was
okay,
all.
classic,
Um,
classic Whistler.
yeah, classic whistler. Yeah, that's why I get so
Um,
many ingrown hairs on my face because
constantly going against the grain.
that's the shittest joke I've ever told, isn't it? That's just like the categorically that's the worst one. Like,
Well, no, I'm glad I know because I just thought it was because you had terrible skin, but it's
well, yeah, that is also true. Uh,
okay. Would you rather get a flat tire or run out of gas or petrol?
um, yeah. Oh, how American. Ugh. Um, I'd say run out of petrol gas
Yeah.
because um, this happened to me before,
Okay.
and my breakdown service includes this thing where they just bring you what do you call it, like a jerry can full of petrol,
Yeah.
and they sort of fill it back up for you so you can get to a petrol station. Um, Whereas a flat tire, I'd have to change the tire, and that's effort.
Yeah,
So
but there's something about changing a tire that makes you feel quite manly.
yeah, to be honest, I'm not ashamed of my own masculinity. I'm perfectly happy with
Well, I'm just
yeah.
saying I'm just saying you probably should be. That's all I'm saying. All right.
I'm basically a giant testosterone monster, obviously. So I don't need to prove my manliness.
I thought you were going to say you're basically a giant testicle.
I know. Ironically, I've actually got quite small testicles, but yeah,
What size are we talking though? Like a
like I
conker?
don't know, like a little like marbles.
Like marbles?
Yeah.
Like little cat's eye marbles?
Oh no, like the bigger ones, but they're
Oh,
still
the bigger
small.
ones.
They're still
Oh,
small in relative size to testicles, I think.
do they make the
And
sound
not that
of
I've seen a lot of testicles.
when you run? Do they make the sound of when two marbles hit one another? It's like a just a bag of marbles.
No, no, they don't.
No, okay, all right.
Well,
Um.
I wouldn't. I mean, to be honest, I've not run since I was about 25. So
Oh, okay.
maybe I don't know.
Can you run? Is that a...
Not really. No,
No? Okay.
not well. Um, um,
Not well.
not well. No. I mean, technically, like by definition of running, I can run, just not. Yeah, just not very good. Not
What
very good
about
at it.
jump? Can you jump?
Oh no, definitely not. No, no jumping
Oh, really?
whatsoever.
Really?
No.
You can't?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not at all. It's weird. Yeah,
White men can't jump.
especially the spastics.
Uh, okay. Right.
It's not going up on YouTube, is it? Because this is going to get taken down,
Probably,
or like
probably.
it's definitely going to get like a strike on TikTok if you like clip it up.
Yeah, that was. I
Mm.
did one of. I don't know if you've met Ryan Murphy, but I did one of these with Ryan Murphy, and he was just, like everything we said. He was like, "Well, everything we said was like, well, we can't put this on TikTok."
I hate
Um,
that where it goes, you violated the community standards and then it doesn't tell you what the standards are, so you don't know what it is you've actually done.
yeah, it's weird, isn't
Like
it?
it's really annoying. I was like, I've literally just watched a woman do a dance and like literally get her vag out. So
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't. And then it turns out it's not really her thing because she's wearing like this like skin colored leotard.
Yeah, but
So
it's
it just
still overtly sexual, isn't it?
yeah. So then I'm
And
like,
and
yeah, what's that about?
and then you go on there, and then I've had a few strikes because I mentioned that because it was talking about going back in time and killing Hitler, and I was like, well, I feel like instead of going back in time and killing Hitler, you should just be a good dad to him, like because I feel like if you're a good dad to him, then he wouldn't want to kill all of those Jewish people, you know? I just feel like, I just feel like he probably didn't have the best role model coming up.
Yeah,
I feel like his dad was walking around the house, and every time like his dad like stubbed his toe or something, he was just shouting out "fucking Jews!" Ah, and that's why Hitler. Like, it's you're a product of your environment, aren't you? So I just feel like if I were
are you? Are
Hitler's
you?
dad.
Sorry, just to be clear, you're not making a moral argument for Hitler, are you?
No, no, I'm just saying
Right.
if like rather than go back and kill baby Hitler, which is a horrible thing to do, like killing a
Yeah,
baby.
you're still killing a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or the other thing is you can go back and instead of killing Hitler as a baby, you just cock block his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like,
I
well, no,
I tried to I'm actually really bad at history. I tried to time travel to prevent World War. But I didn't go back far enough. And I went back to 2005 and murdered the wrong Franz Ferdinand. So I just
well, some might say it was the right Franz Ferdinand.
anyway.
Anyway.
Or
So
actually
you,
no, I've got a better version of that joke. Um, I I wanted to go back in time, and, but I went back too far and murdered the wrong Franz Ferdinand and started a world war. That's actually a good joke. Yeah, there's something in that. I'm gonna
okay, okay.
workshop.
You heard it
Um,
here first. You heard it here
and
first, guys.
run out of gas.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
Run out of gas. Okay, all right.
No
I'd
one's
rather
gonna go
get a
for.
flat.
Everyone's gonna say flat tire. I reckon.
I'd
But
rather get a flat, but we'll go with what you want because you're the guest. Yeah, 55% of
oh,
people. It's close though. It's
it's
close.
close there. Yeah.
Um, be forever happy, but someone else is depressed. Be forever depressed, but someone else is happy. Well, it's be happy, isn't it? I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the second one is me already. Because I'm because I'm so I'm so caring of others. I'm always looking out for other people rather than looking out for myself. I'm saying this ironically, by the way. I don't know if
Yeah, I know.
I
I can
got
tell.
that. Yeah, it doesn't specify who the other depressed person is. It could just be a complete stranger. So ignorance is bliss, as they say. Be forever
Yeah,
happy, but someone else is depressed. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I don't feel. I don't feel like many people are less self-involved, so little, so have such little amount of self-involvement, but that they would rather be depressed than, and then somebody else, so somebody else could be happy, like a random guy, you know.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
one thing's for sure is the happy person in this situation is always annoying the depressed person.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but the depressed person is always annoying the happy person as well.
I mean, the depressed person is always the one being the trying to be the life of the party and making stupid dad jokes
Yeah.
or being a stand-up comedian.
Or being a yeah. Well, I feel like always being these are just two sides of mental illness because always being happy is like mania. So you
Yeah.
just, you know, so I don't know. I think I'd rather be depressed than have mania because like someone would be like, your mum's dead, and you'd be like, great, yeah, I'm happy about that, yeah. But depression, someone would be like, your mum's dead, and you'd be like, oh, that's just another thing that makes my life not worth
Yeah,
living.
so maybe if we look into this a bit deeper, being forever happy but someone else is depressed, it's really just a more deeper version of depression. Like it's not happiness. You're manic.
Yeah.
That was deep. We've gone
Uh,
into that.
we might be able to pop this on TikTok.
That was psychological. Hashtag mental health matters. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, mental health. Um, I, I, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for depressed. Then I'd rather if we're going by that. If we're gonna go by the fact that it's just normal happiness, then I'd go for happy. But if
well,
we
yeah,
go
be
by
forever happy but someone else is depressed. Yeah,
yeah, are we
be,
gonna go for that then?
yeah,
Okay, we'll go for that.
yeah. I think we're overthinking it.
Yeah, I think we are. Too. Yeah, 80% of people
80-20.
agree.
Yeah, there you
How much do these 20% people think that that have like a god complex that
go.
think,
Yeah, it's one of
oh,
those. Yeah, it's a savior complex thing, isn't it? It's going to be one of those
yeah,
people. So yeah.
I can save people and all it will cost me is my happiness. And that's fine because I'm not happy anyway. Just go,
Have all the knowledge but be unable to explain things. Have very limited knowledge but be good at explaining things.
what?
But how would you know?
Yeah,
Because
well,
you need
exactly.
like you need the knowledge to be able to explain it. I mean, having the knowledge and being unable to explain things would just make you sound like an idiot
Yeah,
anyway. So it's like,
just be mansplaining, wouldn't it?
yeah, um,
But also, if you have all the knowledge but be unable to explain things, that just like if you've got all the knowledge, then you're a nerd, right? And you have no friends, so you're not going to have to explain anything to anyone anyway.
yeah. So like, isn't this left one? Isn't that basically just high functioning autism, right? Just,
Yeah, yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. High functioning autism, and then the other one's just like the
you're
rest of the
just
population.
yes.
So the question is, would you rather be a high functioning autistic or normal?
don't don't. I was gonna say don't say normal. would Would you rather be neurodiverse or neurotypical?
That's
There
right.
you
That's the
go.
PC term. Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go. Yeah, I'm very good at it. So,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I would say I'd say that I have limited knowledge and I'm not very good at explaining things anyway, generally. So I'd say that's generally me.
I think like I do think I'm a bit of a blagger. Like I can make something sound much better than it is.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm not really that smart. I got like 6 GCSEs, but you know,
it's enough.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you got
Um,
brain damage as well, so that's
I
that's
know.
better than a few
And,
people I know that don't have brain damage. So
and I got a B in PE. So
fucking hell.
yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
What
Um,
is this world coming to?
I know. Yeah. But do you know what's funny? Like my school was pretty decent to be fair. Like with it. And because one of the sports I did was weightlifting,
Oh, okay.
or weight training, and but I couldn't do any of like the weightlifting moves because you need sort of balance.
Mm.
which of course, so instead of having to do like a clean and jerk like lift, I'd basically just do a bench press, and my grade was based on how much more of my body weight I could bench press.
Oh,
And
right. Okay.
yeah, so it was something like if you could do a clean and jerk that's like 2 times your body weight, then that was like an A, I think.
Two times
And
your body weight. Fucking hell,
yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah, I think I'm not. Do you know what? I'm not sure. I think I might be misremembering that, but I had to bench press double my own body weight to get an A in weightlifting,
Fucking hell.
which
I
which is
didn't want much.
yeah. But I mean, it meant that I wasn't really using my legs, and I only weighed like 56 kilos at the time. I was really small, so
Oh, okay.
um,
Well, so even more impressive. Like, so, well, I mean, you didn't get the A, but you must have gotten at least like
yeah,
80 kilos.
I got the A in the weightlifting, but I didn't
Oh,
get.
did you?
Yes, I averaged out on a B.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, it was just like a bit of a cheat code. They were like, well, you can't really use your legs, so why don't you just lift weights whilst lying down?
well, I mean, it's fair, isn't it? Like, you're not
So
gonna.
yeah, it's a bit fairer. Yeah. Anyway, well, I don't know why I brought that up. But yeah,
I think I'd rather have a lot of knowledge and just not explain it to people because I don't really care about people understanding things that I understand. Doesn't make a
yeah.
difference to me.
I mean, yeah, because somebody will probably pick it up anyway, right? Like me and my sister have this thing. It's really strange, like in terms of like movie trivia and stuff. I could She could say something like, "Oh, it was that guy from that film," and I'd be like, "That guy," and she'd be like, "Yeah, that's him." And everyone else would be like, "How did you get that?" Like she literally said nothing, and I was like, "Well, I knew who she was talking about."
Yeah.
It's just thing. So there's always going to be someone that can decipher your inexplicable verbal diarrhea as your even because So yeah, having all the knowledge but being unable to explain it, I guess.
Okay, we'll go
Because
with that.
at least I'd be smart. I just won't be very articulate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, that makes
There you
sense.
go.
Most
Yeah.
people will go for that. Um, would you rather have your back cracked by a chiropractor, have your mind explored by a psychic to uncover your deepest thoughts and emotions?
Oh, well, I'm definitely suppressing a lot of shit. So the first one.
Well, I mean, I don't mind the idea of the thoughts and emotions, but I don't really believe in a psychic. Like,
Yeah, no, same. And why? Yeah, why would it be a psychic and not like a hypnotherapist?
well, exactly. And also, there's the power of suggestion, isn't there?
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? So like people can suggest stuff and then they'll be like, "Oh, do you think this is because of this?" And when you're opening up to someone, you'll be like, "Yeah, it could be." And it's not actually that thing. And it's like, well, they've
Yeah,
just
that's true. It's a
put a thought in your mind.
bit of a fallacy, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels that way. I'm of the thought of once it's over, it didn't happen.
And psychics are basically like they're just really good at um putting things together that aren't necessarily there, and they'll just pick up on little things like body language and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, having your back cracked is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd
Yeah,
probably
it's not
probably
bad, is it? It's pretty good.
it's a good
Yeah, all
feeling.
right. That one's a pretty easy one, to be fair. How many what do you reckon the split's going to be on this one? I reckon more people might have gone for the mind explore thing.
Yeah, unless people have looked at that and gone, why would a psychic be doing it? But
Yeah, true. But I think people are like way more self-involved that they're like, oh God,
yeah,
I'm so deep and complicated that I just need to know exactly what I'm
we
like.
have a very bleak view of humanity.
I feel like that's just how it
if you're
is. But
if you're smart, you've got autism, and if you want to discover more about yourself, you're too self-involved. Like, it's like it's not personal growth. You're just being a narcissist. Like,
yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. But yeah, most people wanted the mind thing. Narcissists, mate. Narcissists.
yeah.
Wear a sweatshirt in 90-degree weather. Wear a t-shirt in 10-degree weather. I feel like I've seen you in a t-shirt in 10-degree weather.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do run quite warm. Um, to be fair,
Yeah.
um, it was only recently actually that a doctor said to me, it's like you do realize why you sort of run a bit hotter is because like it takes a bit more effort for you to do like everyday stuff.
Yeah.
So you're just expending a lot more energy. So therefore you give off more heat. So I was like, so you're saying I'm like one of those old inefficient light bulbs? Like I'm not like
Yeah.
the primary function is to give off light, but I'm just warm all the time because I'm not very good at it. Is that
Yeah.
that's what you mean? I'm not very good at my actual function, so I overheat.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, and I hate being too hot. So um, yeah, wear a t-shirt in 10-degree weather. Um, but then I'm assuming this is in Fahrenheit though, right? So because 90 degrees would be ridiculous. So
That's a good shout,
90,
actually.
90 degrees is probably what 30 something, I think, Celsius, something like that.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Um,
And 10
and
degrees is
10
what,
10
like
degrees Fahrenheit would
minus,
be minus, yeah, be like minus 40. Um, so
in which case,
I'm gonna Google it actually.
okay, you Google it.
Right.
Well, I went to my mate's wedding in Greece last year, and we had to wear full suits in like 35-degree weather.
Okay. I was a bit off with the thing, but yeah, 10 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 12
Oh,
degrees
Jesus.
Celsius. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's got to be the 90 degrees.
yeah. So I think that is around 30. Yeah, 32. Oh, see, I wasn't far off like the
Yeah.
first ones. Yeah, probably yeah, even I would die wearing a t-shirt in minus 12, so probably a sweatshirt in
Yeah.
90-degree weather.
And you run a bit hot, so all right. We'll go with the we'll
I
go with
mean, I
that one.
might in that situation, I might sweat out a few pounds. So
See, the
that's
61.
interesting.
Well, I think they haven't picked up that it's Fahrenheit. I don't think they picked up that up like you.
Yeah,
I think they think no 90 degrees Celsius, and it's like,
Celsius is
well, I'll
way.
be dead
Yeah,
anyway,
he'd be
probably.
dead anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Although no, that's not true because in a sauna it gets up to like 100 and something degrees.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Different kind of heat though. So,
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's true, isn't
um,
it?
would you rather have your dream car but you can't use it, have a bad car with infinity gasoline or petrol or diesel or whatever?
I don't understand why um Americans don't just say fuel because they have different. Like, if they're not going to say petrol or diesel, they still have different fuel types. So, and gasoline is not. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that don't. There's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff they do that makes no sense.
yeah. My show went a bit hard on the Americans, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's what they
easy.
get. That's what they
What they,
get.
it's what they get for being a fake country.
Just a colony, just an English colony.
And all the other countries. I'm just going to put that
No,
out
just
there.
English, just an
No,
English colony.
behave. I'm not having it. I think have a bad car with infinite gasoline, right? Because
Yeah, that's the. Why
it's
would
really
you?
expensive.
Yeah, what's the point in having a really nice car that you don't use?
Having
I
a dream
don't.
car that I can't use. So I'm basically just an Instagram influencer. I'm just pretending. Right.
Yeah,
It's just
if I go to sleep and dream of a car, I've essentially got the same thing anyway
yeah.
because I can't use that one in my dream.
Um yeah. So I think a bad car with infinite gasoline. Um because it doesn't say that it's a car that doesn't work. So
No,
because
just a bad car. It could
it can be a
be it
bad
could be
car,
a
but it's
brand
still
new car
functional,
that's
right?
just yeah, exactly.
It-
Could,
unless it's like a Nissan Micra or like a Honda Jazz. Because like Honda Jazz drivers are just the worst. Um, they're the ones that
just
always
because they're all
hesitate.
old though.
Yeah, they're always the ones that hesitate at roundabouts, aren't they? It's just so fucking annoying. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, bad car with infinite gasoline is
yeah,
that's fairly obvious.
yeah. If anyone's chosen a dream car, I'll hunt them down. Oh my God, 17% of people
17%.
would just rather look at a car. Just get a toy car. Just get your favorite car in as a model car, and that's the same. Stupid.
Mm.
Take care of animals in a shelter. Take care of children in an orphanage.
Uh,
I'd rather just go to the orphanage and then take care of the animals at the orphanage. You know, like just feed the cats and stuff.
why would there be animals at an orphanage?
Why wouldn't there be? You need these orphans to know how to take care of animals.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Well, well, they're orphans. Like your priority is just feeding them and giving them a place to sleep.
Yeah, but they need something to love, don't they?
Yeah, I suppose because they haven't got any,
Exactly.
got any parents. So yeah,
Love is essential, Graham.
yeah.
Love is
Um,
essential.
I mean,
And
I
they
probably
say, and there's that song that says love is all around us,
I don't.
but they've
Yeah, but
obviously not
I
been
don't
to an
think.
orphanage.
Can you really? I think the whole point of Would You Rather is to not apply loopholes to the option, though. Like, well, I'll take care of children in orphanage because they'll probably have pets. Like, it's just that's not how this works.
Okay, well, um, okay, right. Well, let's do. All right, you can be. I'll
Well,
be
I
an
am.
animal. I'll be an animal in an animal shelter, and you
Yeah,
can
I'd
be the
probably
cat.
go
You
with
can
the
be the.
orphanage just because I'm slightly allergic to some species of dog, so some breeds of
Okay.
dog. So
Well, you can be the caretaker of the animals, and I'll be the animal. An animal. Okay, you ready? We're in a shelter. Meow.
well, I'm not allergic to cats, so I can deal with that. That's fine. What do you want?
Meow.
Stop meowing at me. I'm a human.
Meow.
Um,
Meow.
what is this role play?
Meow. I'm playing a cat.
What
Meow.
what cat is that? What cat?
You never heard a cat go do that? Oh, okay. Okay, well,
I do like
bow
cats though.
wow,
Bow.
bow wow. You
That
are the
sounds
worst caretaker ever, mate.
that sounds like an American bully. I can't deal with that because I'll end up with hives on my leg. So
Sounds
um,
like an American bully.
my
Hiss.
my friend has an American bully called Joey, right?
Mm.
And just a lovable, dopey, fucking idiot. This the dog, not the person. Well, actually, kind of
They say
similar.
dogs are like their owners, don't they?
Yeah. Anyway, I was crashing around there once after a night out, and I woke up sort of in the early morning, just like really struggling to breathe, and it's because there's a 40-kilo dog on my chest,
Mm.
just like, and then and I sort of the next day, like my entire leg was just like basically just a rash, and I was like, oh, that's a problem. Just like so, I don't think I'm one of these like I'm not allergic to the point where I need like an EpiPen or whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not great.
Okay. All right.
But
Right
yeah,
then.
so probably take care of children in an orphanage.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll. You can play the caretaker, and I'll play a child then. Hello.
Hello.
Um. There's been an accident.
Why have you shit yourself again?
No, but I did shit in somebody else's pants.
Right. Okay. Was it was it a dare or
Mm,
like how did this happen? Did
I don't know.
okay. Well, let's get you cleaned up then.
Okay.
Insane. Good. Right. That was comedy gold. That.
That went well. You did a good job there. I feel like we should try another
I mean, I did
scenario
swear in
though.
front of a child. It's probably not
We,
great. How,
well, I mean, I feel like another scenario is necessary so
right.
that we can
Okay.
so that we can really get a fix on whether you'd be good as a caretaker. Because you're gonna have to do this if we choose this, by the way.
No, that's I didn't agree to that.
Well, too
So,
bad.
oh, is it like is that? So this is like that. There is that not horror. It's not really a horror film. there is that film Would You Rather where they're playing a game of Would You Rather around a dinner table at some old rich man's house, and then the things actually happen to them.
Is that a film, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds quite good.
it's like one of those 5 out of 10 type horror films.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those where it's like it's good because it's a bit naff. You know,
Okay. All right. So, all right, take care of a child. Right. Okay. I just want a dad. Ah.
sorry, no, my brain.
Ah.
Oh God, that's so bad. I went. No, yeah, I'm sure you do.
Ah.
But you're an orphan, and that's really sad. But don't
Ah.
forget, don't just because your dad's not living anymore doesn't mean he's not always with you, right in here. Don't touch the children. Right, sorry. I'm just trying to get through a message of how the people you love are always in your hearts. It wasn't nefarious.
I hate my heart. I
Hey,
hate it.
it's better. Trust me, we've tested this. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
And scene.
It was the
Yeah,
first question.
I think that worked. That worked. I think you've been a good caretaker for the children.
Um, yeah.
All right,
Except
take
for the
care
fact
of.
that when you said, "I don't have a dad," my brain went, "I'll be your daddy," and
Oh
just
no.
wrong. It's just wrong.
No.
And I didn't mean it like that. I wanted it to be like sweet and emotional, but it's just yeah, that wasn't great.
There's nothing sweet and emotional about a blowjob. Um,
What?
what?
What? Right. What has happened? This has descended into.
Into hell.
Oh yeah, this is
Let's
bad.
do. So okay, take care of a
Right, you might have
child
to
then.
you might have to do a little bit of editing, just a little bit, because that can't see the light of day ever. There's no way. Like it doesn't matter what the truth is, right? The implication of that is horrendous, right?
You know what? It was just a bad joke. It was just a
It's just a
bad
bad
joke.
joke. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It wasn't, I mean, it's kind of true, but it was
What?
just a bad.
Right? Can we just confirm this answer and
All
just
right,
move
yeah,
on to the
sorry,
next
take
one,
care
please?
of children.
That's what I would rather do.
Yeah, most people prefer animals. I thought that would be the
Yeah,
case.
because a lot of people say that animals are better than people. So
Yeah. Have nothing in your life, have nobody in your life. Well, I've already got both. So,
yeah, have nothing could also refer to people,
yeah, could do. Could do. But I'm
but it
assuming they
means
mean,
it means possessions, though, right?
yeah, they
So,
mean possessions, I think. Yeah.
um, uh, I mean, yeah, have. I'd rather have nothing than no one.
Yeah, my
Um,
thought on this is that I don't particularly care for things, but I also don't really particularly care for people that much.
yeah, I mean, yeah. um, I
I feel
suppose
like you
if
can survive without things, but you can't survive without like some sort of interaction.
yeah, you
Well, you
need
can, but if you turn into
yeah, you definitely need human interaction and a social life and stuff like that, and
yeah,
some form of intimacy. Otherwise, you'll just go mad.
yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I'd rather have nothing than no one. The
Okay,
questions could be worded better,
like well, yeah, but obviously it's like we're playing a game that on
that
a
was written
website
by
where
Americans, so
and
it's
yeah, well, teenage Americans as well.
teenage Americans that have
So,
no understanding of how pointless their existence is.
but let's just yeah, I think go for have nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, most people agree, which is actually quite nice to see.
it's funny that because they just the last question, the majority of people have chosen animals over people, and
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, because animals are better than people, and then they're like, oh yeah, but I probably should. it's
Yeah, but
interesting.
having it says have someone, doesn't it? So that someone could be like a cat or whatever.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't have to be a person.
I didn't think of
Um,
it like that. Right. Always feel happy but act angry. Always feel angry but act happy. Um,
I don't
what?
like this one.
Yeah, that's silly. Um, well, I mean, as long as I'm happy, then that's better. It doesn't matter.
Well, surely, yeah.
Always feel angry. Like, why would I want to always act happy if I'm secretly angry inside? That's
Yeah, that
yeah.
seems. But and then what? I feel like if you were happy and you were acting angry, it would be like a joke. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like
You're like, I'm furious right now. Oh! And
I'm so
everyone,
angry about how happy I am all the time.
oh God,
Ugh.
this is the worst.
You sound a bit like it sounded a bit like Richard Ayoade then, like but as Moss from the IT crowd.
All right, yeah, yeah.
There's a little bit like, oh, I'm so angry right now.
Oh, I
Oh.
am furious.
It does remind me of that character a little bit. But yeah, always feel happy but act angry is the I
Yeah,
think
it's
the
this
obvious
the
option.
yeah, everyone agrees. And but 35% of people don't agree. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. Never see an animal again. Have a 77 chance of getting attacked by an animal you see.
uh, uh,
um, I mean, sometimes I do feel like that. Like you just walk past and there'd be like, you know, a dog walking off the lead. You're like, I'm gonna get eaten.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Just sometimes.
I feel like
I
we're
don't. I think 70% is a bit high, but yeah.
yeah. I think and that's any animal you see as well. And so basically
So that could be like a
statistically,
squirrel.
yeah, but it could also be like um no not I was gonna not seagull but like a kestrel or something, and then you're not stopping that because that's fucking
Yeah, they fly quite quick, don't
yeah. And also when it stacks up, when you look at it, say you've got like I don't know, you see like a flock of seagulls,
they?
and
Yeah.
it's 70% that one
If
of those
if
seagulls,
there's 10 of them, then you're
yeah,
getting attacked by seven seagulls.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. Seven seagulls gonna get up and fuck you right up.
Especially if
Ha-
you've got a sausage roll from Greg's.
Yeah. How many seagulls? If a pack of seagulls, a flock of seagulls,
A pack of
if
seagulls.
a pack of seagulls attacked you, how many of them do you reckon you could take?
Um, I'd get one, I would think,
Just,
at least.
just got an image of you
Just
fighting off.
just
Yeah.
flailing off, just flailing at some
Just
seagulls.
ah,
The problem is,
ah.
I do have a bit of a possum like defense mechanism, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
Um,
can see that.
I just cheers. Um, no, so I was when I was working at a phone shop for a network provider. Um, let's for the sake of argument, let's call them Chodaphone. Um, and
Who could it be? Who could it be?
um, um, we was me and one of my colleagues were walking back from the Tesco Metro in Bournemouth Square, and walking round by the loop in the gardens, and the shop owner, and it's dark as well, and the shop owner like just runs up behind us and goes like ah. Like, but doesn't even touch me, and I've just hit the deck. I'm just like, fuck it. I was like, no, well, and just full on, just fight or flight mode, and I've just been like,
Oh,
no, and
yeah.
just literally just dropped to the floor, and I didn't even like think about it. It's just my immediate response.
So what
And
you're saying is you
I'm
would
a
get fucked
coward.
up.
I'm a
You get
coward.
fucked up
Yeah,
by a flock of seagulls,
I would
basically.
get. I would. Yeah, yeah.
I feel
Um,
like it'd be. I feel like like if this is like a flock of like 10 seagulls, I feel like that'd be way more difficult than people think it's going to be because they got like razor sharp beaks and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
know what you got to do? You got to try and get one by the throat, and then you just bat away all the other ones. I think that's the plan there.
yeah, yeah. I think you're right. I think though, I think just in terms of the percentage, I think I would rather just never see an animal again.
I'd have to agree. Yeah, I mean it would be sad because I typically quite like animals, but it's not
Yeah,
worth 70% of the time being like, is this thing about to attack me?
yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly. That would be.
Because you'd have
I
to be on
mean,
your guard 100% of the time, wouldn't you?
yeah. And I'm anxious enough as it is, so
Yeah.
yeah, never see an animal again. I
Okay.
don't. I think more people might risk it though.
Do you think?
Yeah,
Idiots. They've not done the maths. That's why.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Most
Oh,
people,
okay.
six. Yeah.
That's
All right.
interesting. 2 out of 3.
Um, have a romantic relationship with a dog. Have a romantic relationship with a cat. A romantic relationship with a dog sounds like my last partner. Hey, hey,
Real.
cha, cha, cha. Gotcha. She'll never see this.
I suppose if you're having a romantic relationship with a cat, at least you can argue that there is some pussy involved. So
Ah.
yeah. Mine wasn't as sexist as yours, but it's still quite bad. So,
Now I feel like a dog is like a young man. Like when if
yeah,
someone goes out like you're like a puppy. Like when you're going out with somebody and you're young. You're like always happy to see them. You run up to them and like kiss
sure.
them and stuff like that. You're like when they're around, you wag your tail. You're
I
constantly trying to
mean,
get food and sniff their crotch and stuff
you
like that.
definitely get more affection from the dog, right?
Yeah, definitely,
Um,
definitely.
um, oh yeah, I mean, rather than spending too much time on the morality of this question, just, just, I just say dog because they
Would you?
give, yeah, they give it's just a bit more outward in the way that they show affection, whereas a cat only really shows you affection if it wants something like a lap
Yeah,
or
I'm
food.
okay with that though.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
and
mean?
I
Like it's
suppose
like a
I suppose dogs require more time as well. Like as
yeah,
if you're a dog owner, you kind of have to be with them all the time. And if that was a person, if you're in a relationship with a person and you're never not around them, like they're always there 100% of the time, it's going to drive you crazy. So,
yeah. Well, I mean that might be preferable for some people, to be fair. But like with a cat, I feel like they've got their own
we are
shit to
actually
do.
turning this into a logical conversation about relationships now, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Well,
Like,
that's the fun of this. That's the.
but I suppose like it is important to have your own space in a relationship, right? And a cat would certainly give you that. It'll go missing for 2 days, and you're like, oh, I wonder where my cat's gone. And then you're
Yeah.
really
The
happy when it comes back, right?
problem
So
with cats is that often they're like if a cat is a person, they're often like polyamorous. So like they'll just go to someone else's house and eat
yeah, yeah,
food.
they're definitely stepping out.
But then I
So
mean dogs are as well because dogs typically love everybody, don't they?
that's true. Yeah.
So they're both going to cheat on you. So it's whichever one you want to. But the dog will do it in front of you. The dog will. He'll run up to someone else and you'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm right here.
It's
And but the
like
cat will sneak away and do it
like
discreetly.
a, a dog is like polyamorous where it's just trying to share as much love as possible and
Yeah,
doesn't see an issue with it. Whereas a cat is maybe more emotionally manipulative.
yeah, yeah. And the cat will like be like, I know I'm sexy, give me what I want, and then I'll go. But the dog's like, I'm quite handsome, but I'm gonna show you so much love you can't say no. That's the dog.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I still probably go with the cat, I think, actually. Now I've changed my mind.
Yeah, I see you. Do you know what? I was gonna go with the cat, but now I'm thinking maybe dog.
It's interesting. We've
Yeah.
we've we've switched up our reasonings. No, yeah, I'm gonna go with cat.
Okay, I will go for cat. Oh, it's close.
That's yeah. Wow. Okay.
Uh, have 100 duck-sized elephants. Have one elephant-sized duck. I mean, it's got to be the elephants, isn't it? I think. They're both going to
Yeah.
be equally difficult to store.
How are you looking after an elephant-sized duck?
Yeah, yeah.
I suppose the one thing with the duck, you could kill it and eat it.
You, well, you could do that with the elephants because they're duck-sized, aren't they? So that'd be really easy.
Yeah, but you can't eat it.
Yeah, you can. You can eat elephant.
Can you?
Yeah, of course. You can eat anything, mate.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
But you get
Um,
a lot of ivory. Get a lot of ivory from the 100-side duck-sized elephants.
True. Not enough, yeah, but not enough for a tower. So what would be the point?
Good one.
Like,
Um,
if I'm going to do it, I want to literally think I'm better than everyone else. Because that's where that saying comes from, right? I'm pretty sure, like looking down it on us from your ivory tower, right?
yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I think so. We could just have that completely wrong.
Yeah, there, that's
But
also
the
a
initial joke was
possibility.
quite funny, so
Thank you.
you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's probably the only funny one I've said today. So.
No, you've done said plenty. Um,
I don't know. The elephant-sized duck is so funny. That's such a funny
yeah,
mental image to me.
yeah, but
Yeah,
so's like a load of tiny elephants running
tiny
around.
elephant. Yeah, yeah, I suppose.
I think if a duck was the size of an elephant, it would be scarier than you think. I think you're thinking of it in a cartoonish way.
Yeah, I am thinking like a little chick duck rather than like a little chick duck. Is that a little baby duck? A little
Oh,
duck
okay, yeah.
chick? Yeah, I'm thinking of like little baby ducks, but the size of an elephant rather than like a full. Like, what if it's like one of the ones with the massive bills on it? One like basically like a what are they called? Or like what if it's like an Ellsbury duck? Like the big white ones.
Yeah, one of those.
Um, then then that would be quite terrible. Yeah, mate. Okay, you've swung me.
Yeah.
A
Which one
hundred.
would you what would you rather fight? If you had to fight either of these.
Oh, um, I guess the 100 duck-sized elephants, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go with that as well.
Yeah,
Because they'd be easier to you'd have to have more stamina, but I just feel like you wouldn't be able to get away from
that's
the
true.
elephant sized
I
duck.
certainly wouldn't. Um,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
um, this is the kind of absurdity I was hoping for. To be there, this is what I wanted from this. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with 100 duck-sized elephants.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. It's oh my god, really? Most people would rather. I don't think they're thinking that through. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I don't know.
never be able to have kids with no adoption. Okay, those poor orphans that from earlier. Or have three babies delivered to your doorstep right now. Oh, right now.
Did you ever see? It's like the worst version of that. Three men and a baby. It's three babies and a man. It's just,
Which
it's
one's
just,
mine?
it's just yeah. It's just like you get rid of what's his face, um, Ted Danson and Tom Selleck, and it's just Steve Gutenberg with three babies. It's not
Um,
it's not anywhere near as good than that film, is it?
no, it's not. It's just a guy changing nappies.
It's just the
Uh,
guy changing a lot of nappies. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So have no kids ever or three babies delivered right now.
Right
I mean,
now, like this.
I don't know about you. I haven't got room for three babies here.
No. I mean, I'm pretty selfish. I would just palm them off on my parents.
Yeah.
Like, there you go. You wanted grandkids, so you can have. I don't know.
You can have these three babies that were dropped on my doorstep.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're a single person as well, that's going to be really difficult, isn't it? So, but then I would always sort of lean on the side of like, I don't want to have any options taken away from me. So if I'm told like something is
Yeah,
never going to happen, even though I don't have children in real life, right? And I haven't decided whether I want children. But
yeah,
if that option was completely taken away, then it gets, there's no choice then, is there? And you've
yeah.
got
That is a
so
good point.
I'm being a bit serious about this, aren't I?
No, no, that's good. This is good. I
Um,
agree.
so especially if adoption isn't a choice as well. So, but then
Yeah,
like
because you
but
could
then
if you
imagine
had
having that knock on the door right now. It's like
yeah, but
just
then if you had the three babies, you could just put that. It doesn't say anything about being able to put them up for adoption, does it?
if you wanted to go really dark, you could link it back to the trafficking.
Yeah, we could do.
What am I talking about? Right. We've made far too many jokes about trafficking and or paedophilia in
Still not going to edit this.
this stuff. Right.
uh,
um
um, I think the babies, because like you said, I don't like the idea of the choice being taken from me.
yeah. And yeah, I mean it would be very interesting if that happened right now. Um
That is like the ultimate selfishness, though, isn't it? Like we don't like the idea of it being taken from us, but we are no way, in any way,
yeah, we're
equipped
we're
to look after
nowhere
three babies.
near capable of that. But
Yeah.
it's better than never having the chance. So
Yeah, but
I
so
guess
we're perfectly willing to ruin three babies' lives so that we don't so
so
that
that,
we
so that we're
don't
not lonely.
so we have a choice. That's crazy, isn't it?
um Well, yeah, I do think realistically, I think most people are going to go for the never able to have kids. I think
Yeah.
just because of the urgency of the other one. It's right. Let's imagine if there was a knock on your door right now. Like I reckon that would freak a lot because you've got no time to prepare. That would
Well, we're
freak a lot.
forgetting that maybe some like barren women have done this and they're
Women
like,
with
"Oh, I'd love
fertility issues.
yeah, and they'd love to have three babies right now, but they can't."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if those people are spending their afternoons playing a virtual game of Would You Rather, but
Well, you don't they got nothing better to do. They can't have kids. So
well, no, I'm going to go with the three babies just because it's funnier than the other one.
yeah, okay, let's go for
It's
the three babies.
it's an interesting option.
Oh, it's close, but most people
Wow.
would rather not
Okay.
have kids. Um,
I've
have
one ear,
one
but
ear, three eyes, have three eyes, but one ear.
um,
Three ears, but one eye, sorry. Um, well, where's the third ear?
yeah. Where's the
Where's it?
third eye?
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
Is it like a on your forehead, like a Doctor Strange kind of
Yeah,
deal, or
like TN from Dragon Ball Z. You know that.
that's a better reference, isn't it? Yeah. Um,
Um, well, I don't know if you know Dragon Ball Z, but
I'm not as well versed in it as I should be, but it's just a cooler reference, though, isn't it? Than Marvel, I think, for the nerds. For the nerds.
well, I mean, Marvel was a cool reference, but then they just went too far with all of their um a lot of their I don't know, they just tried to get so much stuff out that the script really suffered, and it was like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
this
There's
isn't
the,
that
the
good anymore.
phase four was a mistake.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
or just all of it. All of phase four is yeah.
Um,
Anyway, have have one ear but three. I think I'd probably go three. Then it'd be really difficult for me to have glasses
that's true.
because you've got to get a prescription for three eyes and you can only cut the arm onto one ear.
And glasses are expensive anyway, so
That's
imagine one
well
more
expensive.
lens. Yeah. But what if you get older and you need hearing aids? They're
But
expensive
I
too.
also I also know your feelings about monocles. So yeah.
What are my
Um,
feelings about monocles?
or was that someone else's joke?
I think that's someone else's joke.
Yeah, fuck. Sorry, mate. Was that Glenn's joke? That might have been Glenn's.
Yeah, I think that was Glenn's joke. Yeah.
Did he say something about monocles?
Yeah, you mentioned monocles.
Oh,
Because when you
fuck.
said it, I
So
was like, I know who you're talking about, but it wasn't Lee, so it must have been
I
Glenn.
must have been going. I'm going to go 3 years from one eye.
3 years, one eye.
Yeah.
I disagree, but we'll go for it. We'll go 3 years, one eye.
I mean, yeah, I suppose you've only got to, because you can only really click one option.
Yeah, Matt, you are in the
Wow.
25%. Yeah.
Wow.
But,
Hmm.
a lot of time people want to be in the lower percentage. Like, people always talk about being in the 1%, don't they? So
Yeah, that's true. Be the opposite sex for a day, be an animal of it. Um,
it depends, though, does it? Like, so if you're, what kind, oh, the animal you're choosing, so you can choose any animal.
yeah,
Okay. Being a dog seems pretty good. But then
yeah,
you'd be a
okay.
stray dog, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know. Is it like when you just get spawned in a game? You just sort of you start at your last checkpoint.
That's a good point.
Like what yeah, what if you're an animal and you're just in a shelter, you're just in a cage for the entire day, and then that's
Yeah,
it.
that would suck, wouldn't it?
And what if you choose to be the opposite sex, but you still look like you? So,
Ah.
so
It would make a difference then, would it?
because that's an option though, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
so that could literally just me doing a really bad impression of Dylan Mulvaney, going
I th-
day one of being a woman, but this is the only day, and and then tomorrow I'm me again, and, and
I feel like the animal one is something that is like magic, but the other one is something that I could do now if I wanted to.
yeah,
Yeah.
and people have to listen to you.
This isn't.
They just
Can't put
just
this on TikTok.
just automatically have to accept that this is what you're identifying as.
Yeah,
Although the animal thing is you can spin it that way as well. Like
that's
the
true. Yeah,
the furries are getting a lot of traction these days, aren't they? So
yeah.
yeah, you could.
Which just seems to me like mental illness, you know?
I could just rather than being an actual animal, I could just go out there and identify as a cat, and then and I'd have to, and just start calling people bigots if they don't agree with
Yeah,
me.
if they don't stroke you.
Yeah, exactly. So you could look at it that way, because then at least then you're not in a cage in a day. I still know if we're just going like you just get to be an animal for a day and live a life from that perspective, like a magic sort of, like you say, like a magic thing.
Yeah,
You'd have to have your own like consciousness though,
yeah.
and that's how I'd want to do it. I'd want to, like in what's that film in like is it Homeward Bound where all the dogs and the cat goes
The
missing?
dog and yeah, 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 yeah,
It's Michael J. Fox and Sally Fields, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Shadow,
yeah, that's it.
Shadow.
Yeah. So I'd want to sound like me in my own head. So I'd want to still have like the inner monologue
Oh, I don't even sound
thing.
like me in my own head now.
Yeah, okay. But I want to like walk. I want to be able to walk around with the dog. Go, oh, my dog. This is pretty cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because otherwise, the next day when you're back to being you, you're not really going to remember it because you had the cognitive awareness of a dog.
Well, that'd be
For a day.
weird. Like I said, that'd be weird for me because right now I sound like a dog when I'm having my inner thoughts.
Right. Well,
It's just
like
like
I.
bow wow, bow wow, wow wow, and I'm like, ah, yeah, that makes sense. Bow wow, bow wow, wow
What was
wow.
that? There was. Oh my god, I'm getting so many like references now. There's an episode of Friends where Alec Baldwin is the guest star and he's like dating Phoebe, but he's like this really super positive bloke.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like really over the top, and it's I think Ross and Monica's parents' like wedding anniversary, and Ross wants to talk about, or Monica wants to talk about Chi-Chi, their dog that died. And Alec Baldwin looks at the picture and goes, "Bow wow, my friend. Bow wow." And it's just, I don't know, it's reminded me of that.
Oh God.
Um, I think, yeah, I'm going to go with being an animal of my choosing for a day.
Yeah.
I'd
Like you said,
probably
if you get your consciousness, then yeah, okay, I'm with that.
like, I'd probably be like a dolphin or something for a day. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I'd probably be like an eagle or something. I think that would be
Yeah,
cool as well.
yeah, that would be good.
So let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see what we got. Wow, most people would rather be the opposite sex, which I think we know, to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Be a
interesting.
doctor or be a lawyer.
Uh,
I'd rather be a
I'd,
doctor.
I'd rather be a doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
a private doctor, because otherwise it's just not worth it.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Not a junior doctor, that's for
not,
sure.
not yeah. I want to be a specialist, middle-aged doctor. So like 45,
Yeah.
I've already qualified in my specialty. Because then I'll be earning like proper money.
Yeah. That's the same with a junior lawyer as well. But I just don't think I like lawyers.
Yeah, and again, this is probably an American thing, right? So it'll be like, it wouldn't be like a barrister. You'd be like a corporate lawyer.
Yeah.
It would just be like taking out bus bench ads and like, have you been injured at work? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Like Better Call Saul.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd rather be a doctor
Yeah,
for
me
sure.
too. Me too.
And like just the you get the God complex from saving lots of people, right? So
Yeah, but
hopefully,
I feel like lawyers probably get laid more.
I mean, on TV it looks like that, I suppose, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Mm,
Yeah, that's a good point. I think it's just
it's
a TV thing.
a TV thing, yeah.
If there's only if
Unless it's Grey's Anatomy because they're all shagging each other. So
That's true.
that was just but that's
Well, if there's any lawyers or any doctors on here,
I'll
just,
show you some Grey's Anatomy.
just if there's any lawyers that are taking time out of their busy law firm, or from trying to become a partner that fancy answering this question, that have an hour or so to just watch stupid would you rather questions, or in fact doctors that have time taken away from their patients that need fixing, let us know which one gets laid more.
Yeah, that'd be yeah. Put it in the comments as long as the video doesn't get taken down.
Yeah, who do you think gets laid more? That's a good would you rather in itself. Okay, right, doctor.
Would you rather fuck a doctor or a lawyer?
Yeah, who do
Hmm.
you think gets laid more, doctors or law? Yeah. Oh, it's close.
Well, 51-49. Yeah.
Doctors get it. Never be able to say no, or never be able to say yes.
um,
So it's just the word. Just the word no. So you could say stuff that means no.
yeah, and same with yes. You could say affirmative.
Yeah. Or no is like negatory. Negatory.
Yeah. I think I would. I'd prefer to be able to say no than yes. No.
Do you reckon you say no to more things than you say yes to?
Um, no. but,
Yeah.
but if I said yes, that means I'm really negative, isn't it?
Well, I mean, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yeah, I think I'd probably say no more than yes to stuff.
Because I think it depends on, the way you like how you live your life.
Mm. Actually, no. I think I say yes a lot more than I say no, and I probably should say no a bit more.
Have you seen
Yeah,
Yes Man?
yeah, I have.
Seems
Not
to work
finished.
out for him pretty well.
Um, yeah, but if it didn't, there wouldn't be much of a film, would there? So Really.
That's true. Can you imagine?
Like
That, I guess that is the plot
it's just
armor of it. Yeah.
there's exactly. There's like a bit of momentary jeopardy, and then it's like, oh yeah, but everything's fine now. Roll credits. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I've grown as a person.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Anyway,
Um,
just follow. But I think I would. I'd still rather be able to say no than yes.
okay. So never be able to say
So
yes is your
yeah,
okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, most people agree.
yeah, it's close though.
It was close, yeah.
Only
Only
have
have spoons, only have forks.
um
I think spoons.
yeah. I mean, I in the winter I do quite like a bit of bread and soup.
Yeah,
Just to keep you going in the afternoon. It's just like wholesome, hearty, simple food.
yeah.
Like
Well, my thought is that everything that you use a fork for, you can pick up, but everything you need a spoon for, you can't use a fork for.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you can always cut stuff with the edge of your spoon as well,
Yeah,
right? It would be harder probably, but
yeah.
yeah,
But
I
also,
think
like, if you're eating soup, like you say, I mean, you can pick up the bowl, obviously, but that's
yeah,
much
yeah,
less acceptable than picking up a chicken leg and just
yeah. I
eating
think I would rather I'd only have spoons than forks.
it. But that
Yeah.
means if you go to bed with someone, you can only spoon and you can't fork.
Hey, rim shot,
Rim shot.
which um
All right, I've gone for only spoons.
yeah,
60% of people
60
agree, yeah.
40. Interesting.
Have 10 wishes or be a genie that grants wishes. Just
Um,
10 wishes, isn't it, really?
well, if we're going by the Aladdin logic, that means that I'm a prisoner and I have to rely on somebody to set me free, right? So why would I want
Yeah.
that?
Well, that's not even just genie logic. That's like kind of I mean, sorry, Aladdin logic. That's the like world of a genie.
Yeah,
That's
phenomenal cosmic power, space. Like I'm not having that. No, no. Yeah, 10 because 10 wishes is enough, right? Like if you can't
Uh,
grant yourself 10 wishes to make your life better, or and even make some of your friends and family's life better with 10 wishes, then what are you doing? Like,
yeah, you could
yeah,
make it better in one wish. I'll have £1 trillion, please. There you go. Done.
mm, yeah, and you can even do like a couple of the like a couple of the ones where a couple of pretentious ones like I want to end world hunger and stuff like that.
Nah,
I want there to
trillion
be no
pounds.
more poverty. Um, yeah. I wish for all of the Federal Reserve Bank's wealth to be in my bank account. And every single country has to come and ask me for money.
uh, you were just saying like stuff that was really nice, and then it just got real kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
dictatorary very
yeah,
quickly.
it did, didn't it? I want to be Emperor Palpatine. As,
But but not
but rich.
looks,
Yeah, no, not looks. No. Um.
or maybe looks in your case.
Oh
Ha! Gotcha.
no. Yeah, no. Have 10 wishes, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um.
think yeah,
I don't. I'd be so surprised if anyone goes for the genie. That would be,
yeah.
you know,
To be fair, yeah, that is the most.
because if I needed someone to rub my bottle, I can just wish for it, right? So
Well, that's yeah. Literally,
lamp.
and that's the thing. Again, with the 10 wishes, to sort your life out, all you have to do is just wish for £1 trillion, and then you've got 9 more wishes just to do whatever you want. But you can already do whatever you want because you've got fucking loads of money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All
10
right, let's go for
wishes.
10 wishes. Yeah, 16%
16.
of people.
It seems quite high, that.
Yeah, true. But we don't know how many people
Well,
took part in the survey, do we?
well, yeah, true.
So, um, only be able to play Fortnite for the rest of your life you live. Um, only be able to play Fortnite for the rest of you live. Only be able to play Minecraft for the rest of you life.
Good. It's good English.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
I've never played Fortnite.
so yeah, I never got into it. I hate it. So um, yeah, I downloaded it once and tried to play it, and I just thought it was awesome. Yeah, it wasn't for me. Um, so yeah, I'd only play Minecraft, I guess.
Okay, yeah, let's just go for that because yeah, most people agree.
Yeah, I just think Fortnite's a lot more irritating. Um,
Yeah, it does seem irritating.
be single for life, have a partner that acts like a child.
Acts like a child, how?
Yeah, like, do you mean like their behavior is immature, or is it like, you know, do you have to like they're like packing a backpack with their like little lunchbox and stuff every day? Like what and
Exactly, exactly.
skipping to work, like that kind of
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
like
Like what we saying is a childish act.
like every time you get into an argument, she just goes, "I know you are, but what am I?" Like that would, you know what I mean? That would be like that'd be really annoying, wouldn't it?
That would be annoying. Or be single for life.
But if it's a partner that acts like a child, in that you could argue that being more like a child, you could say that you're less judgmental and you're a bit more inquisitive, and you
That's
just
true.
want to learn and understand people and have
That's
fun
true.
and play with other children and stuff like that, right?
That's
So
a nice spin that you've put on this.
you could, yeah. So how it depends how you look at it, doesn't it? Because it's like you were saying about I'm gonna lend some credence to your thing about Hitler. It's like it's people that grow up with like bigoted views is a product of their environment. But when you're a kid, you don't have those views. It's like it's learned behavior, isn't it? So you could say like if somebody is more like a child, it means that they're better than being a bigoted adult, right? Maybe I don't know.
I'm going
Is
to give
that?
some credence to your views about Hitler.
Yeah, I thought that was a good way to say it.
Yeah, yeah, man. I was thinking, I was like, this is quite a good thought that you're having. And then you mentioned Hitler, and I
Yeah,
was like, I don't know. I now don't know if I can put this on TikTok, even though it was a good thing.
yeah, but you know what I mean. Like he didn't grow up just wanting to take over the world and
Yeah,
murder
yeah,
all the Jews. Like he he learned that,
yeah.
from
That's true. Yeah.
something else, right? So,
Well, that's
having said that, though, it would be really draining and grating and stuff. So, like,
yeah, true.
and it says acts like a child, so that's not to say that your partner is actually like that. They're just playing and pretending. So it's like if someone's acting that way, they're doing it for a reason. So they're just doing it to piss you off, I guess.
Yeah, I
Which would
suppose
be
you're right.
if you look at
But
it
then
that
that
way.
would be like, I don't know, what do children do that are really annoying? Um, just constantly sticky hands. That's quite annoying.
Yeah, yeah. Just asking why about everything, which is
Yeah.
the negative spin on me saying that children are inquisitive.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is the
but why
negative spin
though?
on it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
why though? Yeah, but why though? Yeah, but why?
yeah. Or
That
they just don't learn their lesson. Like they just continue to touch the
yeah.
fire guard, even though it's like it's like, oh, it burns. It's like,
Like
yes, this
what?
is the
Like
seventh time.
what if you're with your partner, right, and you've gone for a walk, right, and and let's say you go past like a park or something, and she just like runs off, pushes a child over, and then runs back to you as if nothing has happened, and then and then just skips away, and then, it'd be so weird.
That's quite funny though.
You know what I mean?
That is quite
So
funny.
I mean,
Uh,
it would be entertaining. Like I mean, I suppose the distinction would be is that they're not a child, so that's fine. They just act like one.
Well,
Um,
it's like you say, so, like children do have some great qualities, don't they? Like that, if brought forth into adulthood, I feel like some adults would be much happier, but it just
yeah,
depends on how
yeah,
they're acting
definitely.
like the child.
Yeah. Um, I think I'd still rather go with the single option, though, to be honest.
Yeah, because you can't control what childlike stuff they have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
like
yeah.
maybe like because it could be what you said that's quite funny, or it could
It could
be,
be like, yeah, it could be like a, like a natural sort of innocence thing, but it could be, no, I'm just going to wipe my bogies on you.
yeah, or
It's
like
just,
they'll come up to you and give you a stone, and then they'll start laughing, and you'll be like,
exactly.
"Why are you laughing?" You'll be like, "I put it up my bum," and that was like, so, you know,
Yeah. So I think we've spent enough time on this. I think
yeah,
it's going to
I
be,
think you're right. I think you're right.
yeah, be single for
Um,
life. I think
yeah,
is
yeah, okay, let's
the
go for be
obvious.
single. 50-50, that one.
50, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That, that's really
Uh,
surprising.
relive 5 years of your life, erase 5 years of your life.
I think erasing
Oh,
5 years of your life is really negative.
I,
Like,
well, because I don't know about you, but I quite like. I mean, I'm not by any means. I live in like a tiny little place and stuff like that. You can. This is you. You can see it on screen. What you can see is my life.
yeah,
But I'm all right with that. And I feel like if I erased 5 years of my life, I wouldn't be in this excellent situation I'm in now.
well, yeah. I mean, I'm always wary of like trying to dwell on the past, but I think if you erase 5 years of your life, that's just like erasing good and bad. So,
Yeah, that's true.
um, and then even though I don't like dwelling on the past as much, I think if you have the opportunity to relive 5 years of your life, you might be able to do better the second time round, right?
Yeah. Which 5 years do you
So,
reckon it would be?
yeah, if it's just 5 years like at random, like that would be, yeah. Oh God.
What's what fire? I reckon. I think the best 5 years I've had in my life so far have probably been from well in adulthood. I mean, obviously when you're I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, it was literally just running around. Well, maybe not you, but it was like just playing with your mates, playing with your mate, playing with your mate, playing with your mates all the time and having a good time. You know?
I think like this is gonna sound a bit cliche, right? But I think if I was to relive 5 years of my life, it'd be the 5 years I was in secondary school.
Yeah,
Because like I think like yeah, because like I had I had quite a few friends and like we were, it was just fun. It was just a lot of fun.
yeah. It's a fun
School,
time.
I think, and I think as soon as you leave that, like it's such an old cliche to say that school days are the best days of your life, but like I should have paid attention to it because it kind of was. Not to say that I because I've still had great experiences since then, but I think if I could relive it with like the knowledge I have now, like I could be like, you don't have to be upset about this thing or you don't have to feel anxious about this because
Yeah, I get you.
you're 15. It doesn't really matter. Like you can, you know,
I
you'll grow
think.
up and you'll get over it and stuff, right?
Do you reckon you can choose like does it have to be like a 5 year stretch or you can do like a year here, a year
Well,
there?
it's just yeah, just random years.
Just do you just relive your favorite years? Just like so mine would be like mine would probably be like yours, a couple years of secondary school, um, and then like probably the last 2 years that I've been doing comedy because that's just a blast so far.
Yeah.
And then another year probably like when I was like I don't know, 5 years old, and my brother's
Yeah, I
girlfriend
guess
used to come round, and she had really big boobs and would let me put my head on there. So
nice.
yeah,
No, I think if I was to relive 5 years, yeah, maybe the first 5 years in stand up because like the local scene in Bournemouth then with like you have venues like the Winchester was still around and stuff like that. And there was just like there was a massive group of us back then.
Oh,
Um,
was it quite big? Was it the?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
um,
really? Because what it is now, it was almost like there was nothing. There was always nothing. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? I know
um,
because I know you've been doing it 10. Is it 10 years?
yeah, yeah. But it's like 12 years total. But no, it's
Yeah.
not. It's nearly four. It's nearly 14 years. But I've had a lot of breaks, so I don't
Yeah.
count it. It's like
Yeah.
total
Yeah.
time. But yeah,
But I just
um,
assumed that you lived like nearer London or whatever. Because there's obviously more gigs going around that
yeah.
area.
No, I've always lived here. Oh, I need to get my charger. Um, my laptop is running low. I'm on like 5% battery. Good work, Graham. Right.
Good work,
Hmm,
Graham.
Where's my
But
charger? Um, okay. Right, bear with me a sec. I need to grab my laptop charger.
okay, bearing with.
So you might have to do a bit of editing just to cut this out because
Yeah, I might. Fuck you, Graham.
yeah. So think like,
There we go.
oh, did you? Oh, see, you paused it.
Yeah, yeah, I paused it. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
so relive 5 years and you didn't see it, but 75% of people went
So
for the
75%. Yeah, I did see
yeah.
it.
Well, no, I mean the people that
Oh, the people that are watching didn't see it.
yeah, we had to stop the recording because I didn't
Right.
want to do much editing.
That's
Um,
that's fair. That makes sense. Um,
um, have the power to do whatever you want without getting in trouble, be able to change the possibility of any outcome, oh, the probability of any outcome.
oh.
Well, I mean, it's do whatever you want, surely.
Yeah,
Like, what
probability of
outcomes are you changing?
well, it's anything, isn't it? You could be like, what's the
Oh no, he's gone.
hello? I'm sorry, I don't know what happened there.
I don't
Um,
know what happened either.
sorry. Yeah. But yeah, my laptop's definitely charging now, so yeah, we're good.
And
Right.
now I'm actually going to have to do some editing. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very what you're the worst. You're the worst.
Sorry.
No, but I think we'll answer this one and then we'll be done anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. Um, so the probability of any outcome, it's just interesting, isn't it? Because that could be the odds of like sporting events, and it could be the probability of like, is this is this line going to work on this girl? Yeah, like
Yeah, I
what's
get you.
like is what's the probability of me um like I could change the probability of me being able to run up these stairs as in a world record time to 100%. You
I
know
didn't
what
think
I
of it
mean?
like that. I didn't think of it like
Yeah,
that. But then,
yeah.
the
Instead of it being zero, so
but then but then you've got the I mean, to be fair, it's zero for most people. Not just because you've got
sure. Yeah, that's
bad
true.
legs. Um I'm just saying, it's not just because of that. Um
There's the pause doesn't help. It's the hesitation that's offensive, not the actual thing that you've said.
okay, fair play. Fair
Like if
play.
you're gonna say it, just say it. Don't pussy about with it. It's like, oh, I better hesitate because you might get offended at this terrible thing that I'm about to say.
It wasn't terrible, it was just
because because
factual.
because 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 he just can't handle it. He's as fragile as his own legs, right? It's just you know what I mean?
um
No, but you're right though. Have the power to do whatever you want without getting into trouble. I think most people would probably pick that. I was just trying to play devil's advocate a bit, and
well, you did it well. You did it well, I'd say. Because I didn't you mentioned some things that I didn't even think about, like just like, the probability of
yeah,
me.
so it's like, what if you're out with like your mates and like you just see like I mean I don't know that's actually I've just realised that what I'm about to say sounds pretty manipulative. That doesn't make me look great. I'm not good. I was just thinking like, well, what if you're trying to prove your mate wrong? It's like, oh, you've got no chance. She'll never go out with you. And I'd be like, what do you reckon the probability is? And it'd be like zero, mate. You've got no chance. And I'd be like, oh, we'll see about that. But then that's actually kind of
And then you went
it's a
up
bit
to her. And then you went, so what are the chances of me getting your number? And she was like, probably 1%. And then you went back to your mate and was like, she said there's 1% chance, so you owe me money. Rather than, because you don't have to go
What's
all the way with it, do you?
Oh, I see. Right, yeah. So I could so to save face and
Yeah,
and to save face and to not be a creep about it, what I've done
yeah,
is I've changed the probability from 0 to 1%, which is enough for me to win the bet,
yeah.
without actually manipulating somebody.
Yeah, it's foolproof, mate. That's foolproof. Uh, um,
That's funny.
okay.
That is
Well,
funny.
have the would you rather? Yeah. So I think it's have the power to, but I think you, like you said, it's manipulative. But I think this whole one
But
is
then, yeah,
manipulative, isn't it?
I suppose the other one is like depending on the kind of person you are, like that could leave the door open for people to do. It's like the purge, isn't it?
Yeah,
It could be,
pretty much. I mean, because if you know you're never going to get in trouble, how long does it take before you're like, I'm just going to kill this guy? You know?
yeah, yeah. It would basically be like playing Grand Theft Auto, wouldn't it?
Yeah, pretty
It'd be,
much. Yeah. And you get 1 star and then you go just hide under a bridge.
yeah, exactly. I'd still
Um,
probably go for that one though because I don't like getting into trouble for stuff.
yeah. All right. That's, well, stuff you shouldn't do. Let's go. Okay, let's go for this one. Oh, it's close, but most people would rather change probability.
Interesting.
And if we had chosen that one, then we'd be able to change the probability that we were right on this one. Do you know? So
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, that's true. I don't like this one. Yeah.
we won't do this one
I
because
mean,
that
well,
last one.
one of them I'm already halfway there, aren't I? So I might as well go the whole way. Mm.
Well, no, we just we're done now anyway. We're done
Okay,
now
fair
anyway
enough.
because we've been at this for a while, so we
It has,
we'll,
yeah. You might
we'll
have to
finish.
cut it down anyway because it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah, I will have to cut
Yeah.
it down. Ah, all right.
Mr.
Ah,
No Editing.
oh, it's so annoying. I hate editing. It sucks.
I mean, I do some editing. I do clip stuff up for people's TikTok channels. So if you want to pay me to do it, I'll do it.
Oh yeah. How
Yeah,
much do you charge?
it depends how many clips you want, basically.
Oh, okay, that's a fair point. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, this has been Sam and Graham Whistler.
yeah.
What's
I don't know why my second name has disappeared from the thing because it was there in full before, and now
well,
it's not.
it's
I don't really
just
understand
Graham
what's
now.
happened there. Just great. It's just Graham.
Whistler was your slave name. Sorry. No, it's just Graham. No, it's just Graham now. It's just Graham. So yeah, Graham. I don't know if you want to try and. I mean, no one's gonna watch this, but if you want to plug any of the stuff you're doing,
I'm kind of pleased that no one's going to watch this. Not that it wasn't fun, and it's been very funny. I just think some of the things we've said, and I'm not sure if there's any. It's good because I don't really have a huge following, so it's not like I can get cancelled. Like there's not enough people that are going to care about what we've said.
I
To
don't think we've said anything too bad, have we?
I don't know. I think like the werewolf period thing was quite bad. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah.
Nah. Okay, yeah, fair
Nah.
enough. Fuck it, do what we want because we're straight white men.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. Go straight white men.
We're
That'll
the
probably get us
fucking
cancelled.
worst.
That one thing saying
That
just
one last
cheering
bit.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I've done it. There we go. Right, my work here is done. So very good.
Do you want to, I don't know, like I said, no one's going to watch this, but do you want to say if you got what dates you got for your thing or whatever?
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's G Whistler comedy on everything except for YouTube, which is TripAdvisor, which is the name of the tour. Um, it officially starts on the 22nd of March in Glasgow, and then there's a few other dates.
That's at the
So
Glasgow Festival, yeah?
yeah, Glasgow Comedy Festival at the Griffin, 22nd to 24th of March. I'm also doing Brighton, Edinburgh as well this year.
You're in
And
Brighton and Edinburgh, are you?
yeah, and I've got a couple of other dates booked in, and there's a lot more to be confirmed yet as well. But there'll be a website up like in a couple of days, so which should hopefully just be grahamwhistlercomedy.com or something. So people should be able to find it.
Awesome.
So yeah, you want to check that out when it's, like I said, it'd probably be a couple of days, 11th, 12th of February, something like that. It should be live. So
Excellent.
yeah, if you want to check it out there, you can.
Lovely,
Cool.
man. All right.
Thank
It's been
you.
fun.
It has been fun, actually. I've enjoyed it. Yeah.
Good,
I
good,
normally
man.
don't. I normally don't like talking to you that much. So
Yeah, well, the feeling is mutual. But it's been bearable. It has been bearable.
it's been bearable. Yeah.
All right. I hope you
I
find your
appreciate that.
camera.
Oh God. Yeah. I've forgotten all about that. I need to. Yeah. I need to ring some people.
All right, man.
Right. Cool. Thanks a lot, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
See you, man. Bye.
Easy.